Hello friends, welcome to CCN lab. So today, in continuation with the previous experiment, that is experiment number 4, today we will touch upon your experiment number 5. So in going ahead with your experiment number 5, the aim goes something like this. Here we'll simulate a simple extended service set, which we usually call it as ESS, with transmitting nodes in wireless LAN and determine the performance with respect to transmission of packets. So it means that here we'll try to merge two important concepts. One is the wireless thing and another one is the wired thing. That is, the ESS would be your wireless things which would be roaming around your base stations, which we call as BS, and you have a router here, you also have a router, and you also have a finally you have a host to where you will be sending the data. So after doing all these things, we will try to check its performance with the help of the how many packets have been transmitted. That is, we will be trying to check the throughput, only throughput. Okay. So in order to do this, I'll directly jump into your virtual machine, which is Fedora. And if you want to know how I have reached this NCTNS client, then you can go through your video number 1. Okay. So I'll directly go ahead and start drawing the architecture, that is the diagram which you would require. So first we'll go ahead and go to your, we'll be choosing your first component, which is nothing but your access point. So you'll be choosing the access point. So there are two access points here, these two are access points, but you need to choose 802.11e, that is Ethernet access point. So choose this access point, place it. So it will be requiring two access points. 1 second, I guess so I have placed 2 here, yeah. So we have placed 2 access points. Next one is you will be placing your another very important thing, that is mobile node. So I will be placing the mobile node. So I will go ahead, and this is our mobile node. So again it should be of the specification of 802.1 EE. So I will be taking 2 mobile nodes. So the priority I will be giving for the first mobile node is 0 only. Next, I'll take the second mobile node. So here, again I will be putting the priority 0 itself. So similarly, I'll take another 2 for the another base station. So these are my 4 mobile nodes. Then I'll be taking a router. So this is my router here. So you can see here, this is my router. So I'll be placing a router, and finally I'll be placing a host. Okay, so I'll be placing a host at the final. So once we are done with this, I'll try to connect them with the help of the point-to-point link. So I'll take a point-to-point link, and I'll try to connect your base station with the router, the first base station, similarly the second base station, finally from the base station to the host. So these all are wired connections. So these all are wired connections. So this E is nothing but it is the base station. So if you want, you can put a small label here saying that it is base station 1. So we can write here base station. Similarly, this would be your base station 2. So this is your base station 2. Yes, we are done with this. Next, we need to make a wireless connection to these mobile nodes. So these are my mobile nodes. So to make the wireless connections, I will be choosing your next nothing but we need to choose a path, that is we need to create a path in such a way that it should consist your base station and these mobile nodes. So in order to create that path, I will be choosing this option. Then I will start connecting them. So I will start connecting them. So I guess so it is not coming. 1 second. So I'll be selecting this point and then this. Yeah. So from the mobile node, I just need to make a diagram wherein it should consist your base station, and it should also include your both the mobile nodes. So you can see here, friends, I have created a whole path including your base station and the mobile nodes. Similarly, I will be doing it for the other thing. So I am creating a path. You can see I have included the base station. Make sure you include the base station. and also you include the mobile nodes. So this is my second one. So in order to create this path, you should click on the mobile node and start drawing it. Once you are done, that is, you should do a left click. Once you are done, you should do a right click. So this is whole thing is done. Next is you need to make a subnet. So this is my subnet 1 and this is my subnet 2. So I'll be creating a subnet. If you want to understand what is subnet, you should go through your theory classes wherein you will be understanding what is this subnet. So this is my subnet 1 and this is my subnet 2. So this whole subnet 1 is in concern with your BS1. This whole subnet 2 is in concern with your BS2. So I'll create a subnet. I have selected this point. So if you see here, when you put your cursor here, it will tell you this is the option to create a subnet. Okay. So next very important thing is I'll be choosing this and I will be selecting which all nodes should be there inside my subnet. So this is done. Okay. So this is your subnet 1. Similar to that, you should do your subnet 2 for the second base station. Click here on the first one, second one and third one. Then a left click, it will show what all nodes have been chosen. Say OK. Okay. So once you are done with this step, you should go to the edit. So you have drawn the whole topology along with the notations. Go to edit. Choose a file name. Say this is our 5th experiment. So experiment number 5. Okay. So maybe 5 underscore. Yeah, the 5 has been done. So experiment number 5 is done. Next very important thing is you should edit your various things. You should check the IP addresses. Check the IP address of the host, which is 1.0.3.2. Okay. So similarly, you can find IP address at every point. Okay. Next very important thing is we should make all the specifications. Okay. So double click on your this one, then go to application. After that, you will be saying add. So remember this, friends, small change. You should go to application and then you should say add. So you will be adding the command, which is TTCP space -t -u -s -p, then 8001, then 1.0.3.2. So what is this whole thing is nothing but the meaning of this command is TTCP stands for Test Transmission Control Protocol. You already know there are two types of protocols. One is TCP and another one is UDP. Then this is for transmission control. T is nothing but TCP. U is nothing but UDP. And this S is nothing but it is source. P is nothing but the port. The port number is 8001 and the destination to the host is nothing but what host IP address which I checked just now, which is 1.0.3.2. Okay. Then press enter. So after doing this, we need to go to next one. So here you will be selecting what is the transmission range. If I want to see the transmission range, I should select this one and say OK. Or before pressing to OK, you should go to node editor and there you need to go for 8021E. And here you will be selecting what all things I need to see. As I told in the introduction, I will be just checking the throughput. Okay. So I will be checking the throughput of the outgoing packets. Okay. Then say OK. Press enter. So this is done for the first one. Similarly, I will do for the second one. Again here, come here, go to application, then select add, change the stop time. And one small change here you need to do is your port number, it should be 8002. Press enter. After that, select this, that is what is the transmission range. I want to see the transmission range. So select this, go to node editor. Okay, and I will be selecting what is the packets I want to check, what is the throughput of the packets. Okay. Say OK. Press enter. So we are done with both the mobile nodes. The similar we will be doing for the other two mobile nodes. Again here, go to application, say add, then change the time. Only again small changes your IP address, which is 8003. Okay. Then go to check this. I want to see the transmission range. Say node editor, select this. What is the packets I need to check? We need to select your outgoing packets. Say enter. Okay. So this is done. Finally, the last one. I guess so. We have done this. I'll just cross verify once. Yeah, this has been done. So 8003 has been done. We need to do it for the last one. Here, go to application again. Say add, and we will be adding the command. As I said, change the port number to the next one, which is 8004. Also change the time 20, and click this transmission range. Go to node editor. Okay, and finally we'll be selecting the throughput. So this is done. So we are done with the setting of all the 4 mobile nodes. Next thing is nothing but you should go for the router. So click on this router, then we will be selecting node editor. Here I will be selecting physical. So these two are nothing but your mobile nodes. This is nothing but your host. So go to physical, then you will be setting your okay. So here you will be setting your bandwidth and error rate, which is nothing but 10 and 0.0. This is okay. Next I will go to MAC. So here we should be selecting your in, that is throughput of the incoming packets. That is, it will be sending the packets, it will be receiving the packets. So therefore I have taken here in. So press OK. So again here check bandwidth, it is correct, 10. Go to MAC. Check here log. Again here these are nothing but they are sending to the router, which is input. So therefore I have taken here throughput of incoming packets. Go to MAC. But here from the router the packets are going outside. So therefore I have taken here outgoing packets. Press enter. Okay. So this is whole thing is done of the router. So I hope you understood why for this is sending the packets to the router. So therefore input. Even this is sending the packets to the router. So therefore input. From the router the packets are going to the host. So therefore it is output. Okay. So this is done. Now we'll go for the host. So here we'll go for the node editor. We'll go for the MAC. Here I will be taking it as again incoming. Why? I'll be taking it as incoming because the packets are being sent to the host. Okay. So press this enter, and then we'll add the command to receive it. So it is TTCP -R -U -S -P followed by the port number, which is 8001. Done. So this is nothing but TTCP is nothing but test TCP, and R is nothing but receive, U is nothing but your UDP, S is nothing but the sync, and finally your P is nothing but the port and 8001. So I'll copy this. This I need to repeat it for all the sources, whatever you have done. So add, again I'll go to add, change the time to 20. So this I will change to 8002. So this is done. Again we have a third one. So again change this to 20. Sorry. So this is 8003. Finally the last one, which is 8004. This would be 8004. So we are done with this thing, that is addition, and press enter. We have already done node editor. So this is done. Okay. So the last step remaining is to run it. So I'll press on this run. It will ask, do you want to save it? Say yes. So this is done. Then I will go to simulation and say run. So you can see here at the bottom if it's running or no. So you can see here, is it running or no? You can observe it is running. So we will wait it for to finish it. So it will run for 20 seconds, somewhere around 20 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So the run is over. Then you will press enter. File transfers are done. Finally, the last step is nothing but playback. So once I press here playback, you can observe the nodes are moving, and you can also observe the transmission is happening, the transmission range which is happening in red and blue. If I pause it, you can see that one of the nodes will be moving, the particular node is moving and its transmission range. Here the particular node will be moving and its transmission range with respect to the whole diagram. So if I play it again, you can see this node is moving. In blue it is showing the transmission. Here this node is moving. So both are trying to communicate with your base station. From the base station you can observe here it is moving to the router. From the router it is moving to the host. So I guess friends this is properly done. Next we need to check your various graphs. As usual, go to GTools, say plot graph, say file, open, say experiment 5 results, and say throughput N3. I am checking right now N3 P1 throughput. So you can go to one more, file, new, graph 1, file, open, and then you should go for N4 P1 throughput. Then so you can see here the throughput of N3 and N4. So both N3 and N4 throughput have been checked. Similarly, you can check for any number of values which you have chosen. Say for example, I will say graph 2, say file, open, and I can also check the in throughput of any of the nodes. So this is input throughput, and you can compare these various outputs. You can compare the various outputs and you can check the values are not same. When you see the values here, they are not same. Here it highest is 328 plus, here it is 344 something, here it is somewhere around 648. This is input and these are output, right? Okay friends, so here we complete the fifth experiment. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, you can call or WhatsApp. Thank you.